Hey y'all,
Hey, Shakira, how are you?
doing good. Trying to wake myself up. I don't know why I'm so sleepy.
I was just sitting on the wrong Zoom meeting. Said host is gonna let you in soon. I'm like, 6:03. I just saw your text.
Oh yeah, I had sent you the It's the same Ignite Zoom for all of them.
Okay, so this link will work for
Yeah,
each
that's gonna
class.
let you in
Okay.
all the Ignite
Okay.
Zoom. Yeah,
Okie
because
dokie.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I know it's just us three today
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and start
Okay.
because I'm sleepy. So how are y'all doing today? I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen.
It's been a busy day. NPS going back to this virtual learning. We are trying to get so much done before the kids leave again because this time we don't know if and when we're going to come back. So it's been super
Yeah.
busy.
See, I guess because my baby's been um
Virtual.
virtual the whole time anyway, so it's not the only thing it affects is that the time they switch the time schedule, but
Right. Mhm.
she's like whatever, so she's
Yeah.
good.
I wish we had all just stayed virtual because I think by now teachers would really have the hang of it and be
Hmm.
good at virtual and used to all the nuances. But we've been in and out and had kind of like a hybrid schedule,
Yes,
kids in the building and kids online. So it's been a extra
it's been
challenge.
crazy. It's been crazy.
Yes, it has.
Hey Gerald.
Hey Gerald, how are you?
Good evening. Hey,
Hello.
everything's
Hey.
good here. Can you all hear me?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, great.
Okay, so I don't think there's any need for us to introduce ourselves. We all know each other now.
Yeah.
So are there any questions or anything about any of the past or any questions in general about what we may or may about anything?
Not right now. You said okay. This was the January schedule. It's been a little for me, but since we're going back virtual, you said there or are there not classes in February?
For Ignite,
Yeah, Ignite and just the training classes and all that. Like, where can I find when they upload it? Where can I find the February training?
they'll send it in our email. They'll send it to
Okay.
us in email. And
Hmm.
I'm sure we'll get it tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get it tomorrow or Friday.
Are they gonna continue Ignite in February? Because I'll actually be
E-
home this time.
yeah,
So.
it's a few nights in February. I'll send you that. I can look on that in a few seconds now. Hold on one second.
That's good
What
to
am I?
hear because now I can multitask a little bit better working from home. I hate to say that, but I can I can
Yeah,
multitask a little better now. I
yeah,
don't have
we
to worry about
have.
people walking in my office or me having to run to a classroom now.
Yeah,
So
we have what the first, the third, the fourth, the eighth, the 10th, and 11th. And thus that'll be the end of this Ignite session. And then, like I said, we'll do Ignite all over again, probably in April since it's quarterly. So we'll probably do it again in April. And it'll be the same stuff
mhm,
again. And by that time, I know for us, when I took it the first time, it was mostly just writing notes, taking notes, taking notes. The
mm,
second time,
like
I,
this.
started started, diving into it and looking into it some more. So
Mhm.
it started making more sense because I was actually doing some of the work. So
Okay.
I tell people, it's this. Jill, this is our fourth time taking it.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yes.
so
Y'all did it 4 times.
hmm
Oh
the
wow.
first two
Okay.
times, like I said, the first two times I was just a participant. I
Right.
taught last quarter, and I'm teaching this quarter.
Yeah.
So
I
and I still, even when I'm teaching and I hear other ones teaching, I'm still
learned.
learning or remembering.
Yep.
Oh, I need to be doing that, or I need to be doing that. So yeah, it's one of
I
those
But you,
things.
plan to
but you
attend
know,
again. Mhm.
the beauty of taking Ignite is the class that we had this morning talking about social media.
Hmm.
It's some of the same stuff that we go over in
Yep.
Ignite. That's why I really encourage agents to be a part of this, because we go over some of the same stuff.
Yeah, and it just shows that our training is in line.
Mm-hmm.
I thought tonight's class was the social media. Was it two separate things?
Well, we're doing yeah, that was two separate things. See, we normally would have had Ignite this morning,
Right.
but the KW office in Dothan, they had a special guest, Leslie Peters, and her and her husband, they have a group there in Atlanta, and they do awesome. And so she was doing like social media stuff. And I just thought that it was at the same time, and I didn't want anyone to have to choose to do Ignite or that, because technically, because she's a millionaire real estate agent, I wanted to listen to her too. And so, but it was a confirmation, because some of the stuff she was saying, I actually started this week. So I was like, okay.
Could have seen that. Is there a recording for that one? Or
yes.
Yes, and yes, because Henry, who's the team leader there, he's going to send it to Katie, and Katie's going to send it to us.
Okay, perfect. Because I've been struggling with social media, like just setting everything up, and I know how important it is. I've seen people get leads from social media like crazy.
Yeah,
so I really need to build my following up.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I'll make sure I don't have anyone else. Okay. So like I said, tonight we're gonna do skills to spark a great career. We're in elemental session 2, marketing. So we'll get into a little social media stuff here. And the two things we do every day is grow our business and run our business. We've already covered the basis in the Spark session to understand the lead generation model. Marketing should be a tool that enhances your prospecting. So things we're gonna go, of course, under grow your business, we're going over the lead generate for buyers and sellers, and then over market seller listings. So if you had to, what is marketing?
I think marketing is basically selling yourself, selling your business, putting it out there, making people aware of the services you offer, and just trying to push it to as big of an audience as you can. Gaining a following, things like that.
Yes. So what they say is that our lead generation effort that is passive and can be money intensive. The agent is attracting leads and hoping that they come to them. So remember what's today? So today's Monday when Miss Vicky talked about prospecting. Prospecting is more that one-on-one. It's not, not money intensive, things like that. As far as marketing is more, you're doing it for a variety of people and it's hoping they come to you. As far as prospecting is more of a one-on-one aspect. That's one of the easier ways to look at it. Go to the next slide. So what we're going to be doing our agenda today is marketing versus prospecting. Think deeply in marketing. We're possibly going to try to create and post some marketing materials in Command. I'll see if I can walk you guys through that. And recap and create your own success list. So after we finish this first session of marketing and prospecting, you should be able to differentiate between marketing and prospecting. And I kind of skipped ahead of myself and did that already. We'll go back through it. So this is the diagram right here that kind of breaks down the difference between marketing and prospecting. So like I said before, if you see right here in the prospecting, it tells you that it's time intensive, proactive, and immediate results. This is what you do, it's active and usually isn't money intensive. And it's when, you're just picking up the phone, calling people, doing things like that, being personal. As to where if you're marketing, that's money intensive, is passive, but you do have long-term results. But you're just really kind of sitting back waiting. Like you're putting, you put your stuff out there on social media, or you're sending out postcards, or you know, you're just sending things out to a few hundred people, you're waiting on a response. And so if you're calling somebody face to face, they're more willing to just answer the phone and talk to you. And that didn't cost you anything to call anybody. Well, maybe a phone bill, but hey. Any questions?
Shakira, what's your views on because I keep getting like, I don't know if it's the ads or what, but I must have put my number on something. What's your take on, you know, the people who reach out to you wanting you to purchase lead generation stuff like realtor.com and Zillow lead agent and all of that? What's your take on
No,
those?
you didn't give them your number. You passed your state exam. They gave them your number.
Okay, that's what happened.
That's it.
You passed.
Email.
You became a realtor. No, you became a realtor, and they started attacking. So they started marketing to you.
Exactly.
So you have to start, like Ms. Vicky said, you have to start with your sphere first. I wouldn't go, because those things are expensive to buy leads.
Yes, and
They
I
can
didn't
be
know
$300 to $600-$700.
Have you know anybody that's had success just purchasing leads and, you know, using a system like that? Because I mean, I'm in the process of trying to do my contacts, like you said, the A's, the B's, the C's.
Yes.
And surprisingly, some people have reached out because of things I've posted, and then some people, you know, have put me in contact with other people that I've put in my database and things like that. But I always wondered, like, I wonder what would happen if I bought leads. Would it actually turn into a sale?
You just starting, personally, this is my humble opinion.
Okay.
I would not go out to spend $300 to $600 and you haven't even completed the people you know.
Okay.
Right. I agree.
Go through the people you know first. Try to build those relationships first, because I mean, I view it right now, it would be a waste of money. You get with the people you know, because you'll be surprised at people that's thinking about moving soon or thinking about moving later. You'll be surprised to know. And they haven't told you, because why would they have told you if they didn't know you was a realtor?
Right.
So when you start talking to those people, you're going to be very surprised. You're going to be surprised who they refer to you.
Okay.
Because I know Taisha, like, she always tells a story about, you know, she had her very first person she ever called when she got her license. This was 14 years ago. That person has not bought a home from her yet. Yet she has sent her 10, 20 people since then, just off that relationship. And they still talk, she said, almost weekly, but the lady has not bought a home yet, you know, due to unforeseen circumstances. But those are the type of relationships you want to build. And like we always say, we're in the relationship business, in the business of building relationships, not just in the business of selling homes. Because one person can lead me to 5 different people, even if they don't buy or sell. So as far as buying leads, I personally would not do that right now.
Okay.
I'm not spending that type of money when I still have 1,000 plus Facebook friends to go through.
Right.
I have a few hundred people on my phone to go through. So no, I'm not doing it right now.
Okay.
I'm not that big shot to spend my money like that right now. So
right.
How long did it take you all to get your business cards? Because, you know, I onboarded like mid-December and I still have not gotten my business cards. And it would be so nice to be able to, you know, give my card out.
Did you call the office?
Well, I asked Katie last week, and then
don't ask Katie. No, ask D at the front desk.
Today. Yeah, I emailed D about it today. And so I'm hoping she'll answer me tomorrow, because with us going back virtual, it would have been nice if I could slide a card to every teacher in the building, because that was a big missed opportunity. I've been like, you know, talking to them through word of mouth, but I really wanted to put something in everybody's spot.
See, like I was saying, when you on board, I think was Mia there. at the front desk.
She was.
And see, Mia was only there for what, a month maybe, if that. And so I don't know what all she passed back to D.
Yeah.
So that might have been a communication error. That's why I said make sure D has it.
Okay, well, I did
That's
email her today because at this point I'm thinking maybe I just need to order some because in my conversations with people, I feel bad not having a card and say,
Yeah.
hey, here's my card. Let me know. Let's keep in touch. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No, get
If she
those free
doesn't-
ones.
yeah,
Yeah, get the
I'm
free ones
trying.
If she doesn't respond to your email in the morning, call her.
Okay,
Call the front desk.
okay.
That's what I would do. Oh, did I go back? I did. Okay. So we're gonna go into think deeply in marketing. So okay. If you had your I think this sheet is in your participation guide on page 4. Yeah. So these are your various marketing methods. You see, there's so many. We're going to go through some of them. So for prospecting, for prospecting, like we said, you have your phone or face-to-face, which is your listings without agency, your FSBOs, expireds, circle prospecting, neighborhoods, apartment complexes, recently sold listings. I don't want to read the whole list, but you all can see this list right here. Well, let's go to marketing. We're on marketing. Let's pretty much try to focus on that. Offline advertising. You have radio, TV, newspapers, personal vehicles. I don't know if y'all know Miss Brin. I know she did my she was at KW. She did the pre-licensing. On her car, she has the little sticker. There's like the KW sticker thing on her car. So everywhere she goes, people know she's a KW agent. You can, magazines, you can get an ad in a magazine. When you can get a billboard, yellow pages, grocery carts, moving vans, those type things. Then you have your online advertising, your pay-per-click things, your advertising, social media portals. You have broadcasting, your radio segments, TV shows, live social media blogs, your direct mail, postcards, campaigns. You can do those in Command. You have special event cards, your just sold, just listed cards, quarterly marketing updates, promotional items, or swag as they have, public relations, press, news releases, sponsorships. Now, all of these things you'd have to pay for, correct?
So
definitely.
You said postcards can be done in Command?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Postcards, flyers, all types of things. We're going to go through that. I'm going to try to show you an example of how to do that as well. And at the end of this session. So Gerald, have you tried any of these marketing things?
No. My plan is to do the postcards this month.
Okay.
I've done
You've done social media?
Yeah.
But you didn't have to pay for it. You just did a regular
Well, I did. Yeah, I did a campaign.
Paid one? You did? Okay.
What did you do on
Yes.
social media, Gerald?
Hmm?
What did you do on your social media for marketing?
I did a campaign for listings.
Okay, like Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And I think I paid like $15 for, I think 7 days. I think I did 7 days.
Yeah, I think because I did an open house one.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did an open house one. This was back in August, September. I had an open house for a listing I had, and like I said, I started like a week out, putting it out there saying, hey, we're going to have an open house. And I paid for the ad. So I never knew when it was going to show up or who was going to see it. But you can set it up to where people in a certain area for a certain time frame, see that ad.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like if you're able to get analytics to see how many clicks you got or what
Yes.
people
Yes,
viewed,
yes,
Mhm.
they give
yes.
you
They
all
give you
that.
if you go through the Facebook ad, they do all of that.
Was
Yep.
it helpful for you, Shakira, when you
Very
did?
much so. It did give traffic. Yes.
Oh,
And
good.
even some that did not, because you have to think other agents see it,
Hmm.
so and other people see it. So yeah, it helped me. It helped me. Put like this, the house was only on the market. I put on the market, I remember that Sunday.
Mhm.
It was only on the market 6 days.
Wow.
Yeah, the home was on the market 6 days.
Good.
And
Yeah.
actually, we had the offer before we even had the open house. We had multiple offers before we had the open house.
And
But because
now,
we had already scheduled the open house, we let them know, hey, the open house is already scheduled. They still want to have it. We'll give you an answer Monday.
now, before you do any social media marketing or anything like that, does Katie have to approve what we? I saw something about her having to approve any like.
Signage.
Right. Yeah. Now, is that only for signage, or is that also like if we? Not that I'm going to order business cards. I'm still waiting, trying to.
Yeah.
But if we were to order business cards or do postcards or any of these things on the marketing list, do we need to get approval for those too?
I would, just to be careful, just to make sure
Send it
you're
to Katie?
following guidelines. Yeah, Katie will do it. Now I
Okay.
know, like when I did my yard signs, she does have to approve it.
Okay.
Because even when I went to Signs to Go to get my yard signs, like my for sale signs and things, and they automatically sent it to her. No, they sent it to me for proof, and I sent the proof to her, and she was like, "Okay, looks good," and I sent them back and said, "Hey, it looks good." So,
The signs to go give agents like a good little.
oh no, there's no discounts.
Oh, I didn't know if it was something special with KW or.
No, I just did them because they had a 24-hour turnaround.
Okay.
So that's why I did. I think it was Signs to Go. Yeah, Signs to Go. So, I know there's also some other marketing materials I did. I did a photo shoot giveaway. I think I talked about that the other day with Ms. Vicky.
Mhm.
I did that photo shoot giveaway where I paid for. I got with a photographer. I did with Ashley Victoria Lens, and I just paid for a mini photo shoot. And I did a drawing or they had to give me their contact information in order to be entered into the drawing. So for me, it was leads, and for them, I only picked one person, and I got a few, like 40 or 50, so.
So you did it in order to get contact
Mhm.
information that you later,
Put in command, yes.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
just said, "Hey, I need your contact info." Like,
Well, no,
how
they
did you
had to.
push
Well,
it?
I told them the only way to be entered into the contest was to fill out. It was a Google Doc sheet, so they had to fill out a Google Doc sheet, and that entered them into the contest. And then I had this little app on my phone that randomly picked once. I did it for like a week,
Mhm.
and when that week was up, I put all their names in the little app, and it automatically chose who won.
Wow. Okay.
So one person got it, and I got 40 or something contacts.
Did you push it on your Facebook?
Yeah, I did on my Facebook. I have Instagram. I just don't really use it other than to just go on there and be nosy.
I'm just
So
gonna have to start using that planner app because I'm trying to juggle so much. I'll be really good at posting one day, but they have those apps where you could plan your post ahead of time.
I do
And
later.
you don't have to get on every day to figure out what you're gonna post. You can
Like,
go ahead and plan it out and it'll post for you.
if you notice on my business page, every morning this week at 8 o'clock, there's something popping up. But I did that Sunday or Monday, whatever night I talked to you, told you I was doing. That was Monday night. I was putting stuff on there, so I don't even know what's coming up tomorrow. But something's gonna pop up on my business page tomorrow.
Oh, so you do it for your Facebook page.
But I use the Later app.
Okay.
The later.com. It's later.com or something. I use that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to write that one down too and check that one out.
Yeah. So, any other questions about these marketing strategies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go on. So, let's look at these questions. Marketing mastermind.
Sorry.
How do you know where the customer is, and how do you meet them there, Gerald?
Questionnaire.
Huh?
doing the questionnaire, like the buyer
Mhm.
questionnaire, to help build that rapport. Presentations, like a listing presentation, buyer
Mhm.
presentation, where you ask those questions, and use forward, to get those answers, to get you in there and know exactly what you're dealing with.
That's it. You have to know your demographic before you know how to deal with them.
Mhm.
You have to know, because some people, like Gerald's a face-to-face person. He wants to be there face-to-face. That's how he prefers to deal. I can do everything from Zoom. I can do everything from the telephone, text messages. That's personally me. But you're going to find people on both spectrums. We, as the agent, we have to be able to meet them where they are.
All right.
We have to be able to do, meet them where they are, because most people older, they don't want text messages. They want that personal phone call. They want their handwritten note. They want that postcard. Now, if I meet a first-time homeowner who's using their 20s, 30s, they want everything through text message, everything through DocuSign. Because you have some older people that can't use DocuSign. They don't have an email. So you have to be able to take those papers to them, let them sign them, and you come home and scan them. You have to meet people where they are. So how do you communicate your value proposition? Erica, have you gotten to the video about the value proposition yet? Or have we even done that one yet?
No.
Have we done value proposition yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Katie did it, didn't she? Did Katie
No, I think it
for
was Sarah.
Pinnacle?
Is this an Ignite
Katie
video,
Douglas.
Cheryl?
Yes. Yeah, we did that one on the 14th. Sarah did that one. Yeah.
Sarah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So your value proposition is pretty much a statement about what you provide, and it makes you stand out. And so go back. That's a real good one, because it's pretty much how you sell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you write or say about yourself. So that's a really good one to make sure you look at.
Okay.
That's a really good one. We'll go through these other questions real quick. How can you come from contribution or connect in a meaningful way? I'm gonna start off by saying this. Like I said, when COVID first hit, I know Gary Keller's big thing was come from contribution.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be so salesy. Let's come from contribution, because at that time, no one knew what was going to happen. So instead of us, backing away and not communicating with our clients, well, Gerald and I didn't have any at the time. So, but instead of what he was pretty much saying, instead of trying to, be so salesy and talk real estate, call your people, just check on them. Hey, how's it going? How's this affecting you? Is there anything I can do to help you? Things like that. So, and I still think that that's the best way to be. Anytime I call someone, my first was, hey, how are you and the family doing? What's going on? Is there anything I can do? But don't promise something, do something you can't do.
That's kind of approach I always take, because even when I was in telemarketing for so long, it's cold calling a lot of times, and that person on the other end, you literally have 30 seconds to make your impression.
Yeah.
And they're either going to hang up on you or they're going to listen. So you can't sound too salesy. You can't sound impersonal. You got to actually sound as if you're working in their best interest, not just for yourself. So
yeah,
totally get that.
Exactly. And that's the thing, because at the end of the day, we are working for them. It is about them. Especially in real estate, it's about what their needs and their wants.
Right.
So hold on, Cherie's coming in. Hold on. Cherie. Okay. The next question: how important do you think branding and aesthetic consistency is in your marketing? How do you achieve it? Any comments on that one, or?
just staying top of mind.
That's
You
it,
know,
Gerald.
just staying top of mind. You know, with your sphere, communicating, posting, reaching out.
I know
Yeah.
for me, like I've made it, like I said, a point to just make sure that I'm posting something. And what we all learned, everything you post should not be about real estate.
Right.
Yes, I heard that same thing.
Because people want to see who you are. Because even though, I have my business page and I have my personal page, I get way more communication on my personal page.
And I think that's I agree with that, because I get the woman I talked to yesterday. It was funny because I'm always trying to think of like those real estate posts for Instagram, but I downloaded a few templates that were like 30-day templates for realtors, and it had a mixture of things, because it was thinking that you still need to be personable. Like people still need to be able to kind of connect with you, and like you said, see who you really are. And if you're coming off like a salesperson with no personality, they could overlook you for somebody else. Like there needs to be something that your clients can connect with or relate to. And I feel like it was so funny because I actually just posted a regular picture one day, and then I just put hashtag Erica the Realtor. But I had someone reach out to me on that random post. It wasn't anything about real estate, just had the hashtag. And she was just like, I really need to know where to get started because I want to purchase a home by May.
And sometimes that's all. And that's all we need. Like I know for me, like I do motivational Mondays. Like I just put a motivational quote out there. That's it. Nothing, that's my real estate. Tuesday, I do Tuesday tips. Okay, I'm gonna do a real estate tip, of course. I made Wednesdays, I'm marketing other businesses.
Oh,
so
that's a good one.
Yeah. So like today,
you too.
Exactly. Like today, I did this girl like. I'll see something on Facebook, Pinterest, or something, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay these people to do that. I know someone here that can do it, and so I just posted her work. She's phenomenal, and her customer service is great. And so I just posted her stuff because she does. But I'm only posting people that I actually use and trust. Like the last time I did the Bayou Turkey. Have y'all ever had the Bayou Turkey?
Dion and Evie.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's those. I'm posting people, and this is the thing. They don't know I'm posting them. I'm not asking permission because, I'm
promoting them.
I'm helping promote them. So
great way to get.
This is not anything that is not personal. Some these people don't even really, might not even like. I know. Evelyn, and my husband knows her husband, but when hey, they have good food.
Yeah.
Go get some lunch. So it's just things that I feel that we all need to be doing. Post other people because you help them, they help you.
They will.
They become referrals.
It'll come back to you.
Yep, they become referrals.
And I just wanted to add this, Sheree. I'm sorry, I'm just getting in. I was just meeting with a client.
Hey, look, you be late there. You meeting with clients. Come on.
I know. But today's social media with that workshop we did,
yes,
that helped me a lot because I'm big on not posting about me on Facebook just because I'm not a picture person. I really don't like taking pictures or doing anything live, but just listening to that, I said, I need to do more. I really need to do more because like I was just telling Erica, when was it? This weekend, we were talking about people are not, they can buy a house from anyone. But what we need to do is make sure you're really selling yourself. And so if they don't know Sheree, the person, like my friends know Sheree, the person, and, some of the people that I'm coming in contact with, they know Sheree, the person. And of course they're going to want to come to me, but that's not going to sustain a livelihood in real estate.
because I'm gonna be honest, I went, while we were doing it with Leslie, she's the one that was facilitating the workshop earlier. I requested to be her friend,
I saw that.
and she accepted me.
Oh,
And
I
I
saw
went
that.
through and I went through her page, and she is right. Mostly everything on her page. Do y'all hear my background?
No, do you hear mine?
No. Okay.
I'm
My
in a
husband
car,
is
so
over
you
in the
might
living
hear
room
that.
playing this game and shooting up something. So like, make sure y'all didn't hear all that. So my so yeah, I'm sorry I got sidetracked. So yes, I went on her page, and truly all she has is her children, her family, her husband. She has a few real estate things here and there. And I'm like, oh, and she's a millionaire real estate agent.
Yeah.
So let me jump on this train. Now, granted, she has someone to handle her business page. I'm not a millionaire. So I handle everything. So, but like I said, it really helps me to do my post a week. And then I post random stuff throughout the day. Like someone posted about, the one of the karate places helping parents with, their kids this week. I just shared that because parents need that information. So that's not something I scheduled. I saw it and reposted. But most of my posts dealing with real estate or whatever, my meaningful posts, they're scheduled, and it helps me through the week. So I don't have to think about it. So then the last one is, how do or should you follow up with leads generated from your marketing? So if you put something out there and someone reached out to you, how do you think you should follow up with that?
I think you should be quick. Don't hesitate.
Mhm.
Don't wait too long.
Mm-hmm.
Reach back out to them, make some type of contact, and let them know that you're available.
Exactly. So because one of the biggest complaints that I've got, not from me, but a lot of people say people don't reach back out to them. They'll ask a question and they don't reach out. Like, I put up a post, I shared something last night about the small business thing because someone else posted it. I was like, oh, I'm up, let me post that. And somebody saw mine on someone else's that I sell homes, and they just ran like a question about finances and things like that. And it was 10 o'clock at night, but I immediately responded because they knew I was up because I had just posted it at that time. And so she texted me today and said, hey, she was doing some stuff and said she'll be getting me before the end of the week. So, that's just something, and I don't know what it's going to lead to, but I have that lead now. I have that person. So just randomly sharing stuff. Any other comments, questions before we move on? What time is it, y'all? Don't let me go over time.
41.
Okay. I want to keep y'all here all day, all night. So
you're soaking it up, honey.
So I think now we're going to try, and I say try because see if I can do it, on creating a post marketing material in Command. So let me stop sharing this screen and go to, where's my command? Can y'all see my command screen?
Yes.
Right. All right. So we'll go to designs like we did before. Once you get in command, you go to designs. And these are a lot of things that if you see the top, you have email. I haven't created any emails, any landing pages. Social, I play with a lot. I do a lot of things social. These are just some things I've
are those social media posts you made?
Yeah, this is okay. I'm gonna show you this one right here first. Just show it to you. This is the one that I had put this out when I did my open house thing, and this is when I put on my campaign on Facebook. This was the house right there.
Did you? I think I asked you before, but do you use the pictures on MLS to make those?
I took these pictures actually
Oh,
because
you took them.
yeah, because I had the listing. So
Okay.
these are pictures I had already. Well, I had my
Oh, you
husband
had
take
to
them.
list it. Okay.
Yeah, this was my listing. So I took those pictures actually. Well, my husband took them. Because I make him work too. So so let me go back. So to create a new one, say you want to do we want to do postcard. You want to do a postcard, right? So you remember you click down the little teal plus sign on your bottom right hand corner, and you will do print. For postcards, you'll do print. So hit print and hit OK. And we're gonna do a what's lead generation? Let's do a listing. Say you want to do a just listed one. You just listed a home, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna use this first one. You see, click use. Let me move my bar. Hold on. It's over here. Okay. So there's really not a lot. Hold on.
Now, who would you send this type of postcard to? I know it's a listing.
The
so
neighborhood.
would you post
I
it
would send it to the people in the neighborhood or
in the
to people
neighborhood as the
or any if you have buyers that are looking
Mhm.
that this home may fit their criteria, or anybody in your contacts that you feel may be looking for something soon that fits this criteria.
Okay, another question. If you were to
Uh-huh.
if you were doing like, say you were doing, I may not be using the right term, but farming,
Mhm.
how do you get like the list of addresses like for a neighborhood if you wanted to do a mass mail out?
We're gonna have to let's talk with Sarah on that. She's
Okay.
the tech person because I know there's a way, but I have not done it.
I've heard people talk about getting a list and sending their, I'm a realtor, or, some people knock, some people like to mail out. Just one.
Yeah, there's a way. I have to play with it, but Sarah, I know, could just boom, 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 show you how to do it.
Okay.
I'd have to play with it and be like, oh, this is how I did it.
Okay.
So Sarah would definitely help you with that. But like, if you want to just change these pictures, I don't have any uploaded here, but you can do the company pictures and you do house interior. So they've changed. They've updated this. So if I want to change this picture, I want to put this picture here. I just change that. You definitely always change this up here where it says KWDBA. This one should always pop up, our KW Montgomery. And you
that one will pop up automatically for us.
I think so. It should. I think it was already there. And you just switch it. And it move. Well, I would just cut that, put that up there, size it, whatever. I'm going to change that picture to something else, whatever, like that, something like that. I probably wouldn't use that picture, but that's how you would change it. And then also right here, make sure you change the name of it. So if it was a certain house, you do 123 Main Street. And then go to file, go to save. Make sure you always put a name on it and change it. And you can add other stuff on.
To print those, how do you print it as a postcard? Do you have to just save it and like send it to Walgreens or something?
You can print them on here, I think, somehow. I would have to go back.
Because if you didn't want to print it on regular paper, if you were doing a postcard, you probably have to save that file and upload it to whatever.
Yes, you can either do that. There's a way that you can get them shipped from Command as well.
Cool.
But of course, because I shop everything, I will compare prices. because sometimes Walgreens might be cheaper, or UPS or FedEx or however. So you can always save these, you know, when I go back into it, I can download it. See right there? You can say there's a JPEG, a PNG, or a PDF.
Okay.
And you can download to your computer or your drive or wherever you want to download it to. And you have the choice to choose where you want to print it from. I always choose who's ever the cheapest. So that's what I do. And like I said, those are just some basic stuff. I learned how to do most of that by just playing with it.
Mhm.
But there are so many YouTube videos out there, and now that we have Sarah, that we actually have a technical person to go to that's here with us. I'm because she just seems like she knows everything about it. And so I know I'll definitely be using her for a lot of other stuff too. So I'm gonna stop sharing this one and go back to the
Cherie.
yeah. She was driving, so I wonder if that had something to do with it.
Yeah. I also go on Scott Leroy
Yeah.
marketing.
Mhm.
Is that useful, Gerald?
Hmm?
Is Scott Leroy useful?
Yes.
Yeah.
I follow their videos like step by step. They have a
Yes.
video, they're showing something, and I just follow right along. I go in command and do it step by step right along with them.
Yeah.
See, that's how I did my email signature on
Yeah.
Scott Leroy. The only thing I can't figure out is how to resize it. So now every time I send an email, I'm like, "Ooh, that's too big. I make it smaller."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, everybody don't want to see your face today, Erica.
Look, show them that face. Show them. Show it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over here's some pieces that other people made in command. So we're gonna talk about it for a minute. So when you look at this slide, what do you think the purpose of this one was? What were they?
House.
Okay, that's right. What would you do to improve this piece? I know what I would do. What would you all do?
I think I would make my contact information a little more visible
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
script at the bottom. I don't have my glasses on, so I zoom
I'm
in
trying to see
what
with mine
it
on.
is, and I can't even, like, if I were interested, you can't really see the number or email. It's not as prominent. So
I personally would put open house in the bigger letters.
right, yes, because everybody doesn't have that real estate mind. So that,
And I'm not sure I would show the inside of this house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just a personal thing because I don't personally like it, but I would probably show the outside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, give them something to look forward to.
Yeah, because this to me, it already looks lived in, and it's like I don't know. I would change the picture. That's just a personal thing that I would change.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
So, but that's that. So let's go to another one. So on this one, what's the purpose of this one right here?
Maybe to say that homes are selling fast, things are heating up in Gem Height. Average listing, average sold price. It looks like a lot
market
of
report
selling.
It's targeting a specific neighborhood.
Is it trying to sell homes in that neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's targeting that neighborhood. What I'm thinking is targeting the sellers in the neighborhood. Doesn't know, hey,
this is the time to sell.
Exactly, because hey, we're listing homes at 362. The average that we're selling them for is 322. This is what compare this to 4. There's 4 already active in this neighborhood. There's 26 pending. We're doing about $199 per square feet. In Gem Heights.
Is that something that would be on a postcard, or is that just like something they probably emailed?
You can do either one.
Either one, yep.
And you can do either one.
Okay.
So like I said, the attendant audience for this would be the people that either live in Gem Heights or want to move to that area.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have buyers and it said, hey, like around here, if you have someone that wants Deer Creek or Arrowhead or, you know, Stony Brook or places like that, if you did, you can do something like this and send that out to them because you know those are the neighborhoods that they want to live in.
Mhm.
And all of this, like this right here, you can pull this straight from Command.
Okay, all of that.
Now, I've done it before. Now, how I got there, I can't remember, but I've done it before because I've done it for my own neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
So this information is not stuff that you have to look up. Command already has that information in there.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, that's the best part.
You don't have to worry about accuracy.
Nope. That's
really good.
that's now I would probably, just to be on the safe side, double check that information with our MLS.
MLS, yep.
But you know, for the most part, it's there. Then we have this slide. So, what do you think the purpose of this slide is?
The listings.
Just showing, you know, hey, we're listing stuff. We're in business. We're doing. We're getting the job done. We have two things just listening. We have one already pending. So, but what qualifies this as a successful marketing piece?
I guess this would maybe appeal to someone who was looking to sell their home to see that, okay, well, they're getting business, they're listing, they're marketing other people's property and homes. Maybe that's who the target audience is.
And I think it's just they're soliciting, like you said, they're soliciting sellers. And it's clear to me what they're doing.
They market other people's homes and property.
So, and how would you know if you made a postcard or any marketing material? How do you know that it was successful?
I guess if someone contacts you from, I mean, if you don't hear anything, you know, you better try it again.
Yes. And like, you know, and something else I like to say, what we've done, there's so many different ways to do marketing. So, but like we said last time, you don't need to go out and you don't need to do 5 or 6. Do 1 or 2, 3, see how they work. 2 of them, 1 of them might not work at all for you. Let it go. Because what works for Erica might not work for Gerald, might not work for Shakero. Everyone is different. You have to do what's best for you.
How much time would you give a method to see if it were working for you or not? And would you try that method in different areas? Because I know earlier you mentioned knowing your demographic and how, you know, some things appeal to certain audiences and some things don't. So before you decide, this strategy doesn't work for me, would you try it in multiple areas to multiple audiences? Or would you just kind of wait for a certain period of time?
For me, it depends on if I put money on it. Depends on how much money I put. When we're talking about marketing, depends on how much money I put on it. And honestly, I try not to put money on something I really don't think is going to work.
So if it doesn't give you any kind of turnaround business, within what time frame?
When it comes, for me, if it's like an ad, if it's an ad or something, I'd probably give it a month. That's just me personal, just throwing my number out there.
Okay.
I would have to ask. Yes. Yeah, because I'm not going to go another month probably and waste money if it didn't work the first month.
Only thing I worry about with the social media marketing is like I said, I don't know what audience it is pushed to, because like on Instagram, my business page on Instagram, I'm gaining a following. I think I have almost 250 followers on that, but it's still, I don't think it's enough for me to put money into marketing on that account, because I don't know how many people it would actually reach. And then I have a larger following on Facebook, but unfortunately I started purging 2 years ago. I saw you on my timeline. I didn't know who you were. I was like, but I probably should have kept those people there. But the one thing I wonder about is like, who do they push? Like, is it your friends list they push it out to? Or
No, when
by
you do a
interest?
Facebook market ad, they
Uh,
okay, there's now algorithm to this whole thing.
yes.
So you know how when you are searching your Google tab and you're looking at blenders, and somehow you get on Facebook
And blender
and
shit.
somehow Bed Bath and Beyond is all of a sudden have a sell on blenders for you. So when you go in and do that ad, they ask you to put in keywords like real estate, homes, list. So they ask you these things. And so they search the people that have been searching those things online. And that's how it goes through.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that.
So that actually might be a good lead generation tool then, because
It
there are
is.
people who are
Yeah.
already interested.
Exactly.
See, I thought it was just like a blanket, hey, she's
No.
doing this.
No, and they even actually like within a certain, like I can do from here to Prattville area, certain area codes, things like that.
Right.
Good.
So yeah, they ask you a lot of questions before you finish the ad because they want to know they need to send this to for you.
hmm
And that's when I was like, that's why when I'm looking at, I wanted to get this KitchenAid blender, I'm getting all these ads because
Yes.
KitchenAid has already have marketing material set up with Facebook,
Right.
So they're like, hey, whoever's looking for blenders, pop our ad up on their page.
hmm
And I'm like, so people are like, well, they're watching. Yeah, they're watching everything you click on your computer.
No matter what settings you think you turned off, there's always
Always.
be all.
So what it's asking you all to do is on your spare time, try to go in and create some material using designs in Command. Kind of like what I showed you. That is something like you said, you're either going to get on Scott Leroy. Look on there's so many other YouTube channels too that other people have posted from KW all around the world.
Right.
That they're just showing. Because some people like to just do tech stuff. Like they're like Sarah, they like to just do tech stuff. Or like I said, we have our own in-house tech person that you can call, email. Do keep in mind that she is selling homes and stuff too at the same time. So, but yeah, we have someone in-house if we need something, more personal.
I'm excited about that because I was this close to buying this social media bundle on Etsy. And I didn't realize that we could make our own social media stuff in Command. See, I have Canva, the free.
Now let me say this.
Know that.
Let me say this. So during Christmas time, I did some door hangers to pass around in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Canva. I'm just not the most creative person.
Me either.
So you will find people that will make something for like $2 or $3, $5.
Yes, and
then you get it printed.
Yeah.
I've done that. Those $5 were worth it for me.
Yes.
Because I did not have to stress about how to design it, what to do. That's not my forte. And I want to stick to what I know.
Yeah.
And all I did is I took it. I was able to edit it. I did that. Sent it to FedEx, let them print it out. I picked them up. That was that.
That's me all day long.
So I may have spent.
I like that one.
So with the printing and everything, I did it was like $30 something. But I did like 100 or 200, 100 and something.
For your door hangers?
To go hang on people's doors. That was around Christmas time.
Now, did you knock or did you just
I just hung my door and kept going. Nope. I ain't talking to nobody. It's COVID.
I had to tell a friend of mine, she was putting things in people's mailbox. And I said, you can't do that, right?
No. See, and then you also have to remember your neighborhood. See, my neighborhood, we don't have a solicitation thing or whatever. So I was able to just go put on the doors and keep it pushing.
Right.
I'm not, it's COVID. It's COVID in these streets. I'm not trying to talk to nobody face to face like that right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's kind of an advantage because now you don't have to stop and have that conversation.
Yeah,
Keep it moving.
keep it
You don't have to
pushing.
worry about offending somebody, about showing up at
Right.
the house in the midst of a pandemic. So
Okay. So, um, this, though we went over that. So these are the things that I want you to practice on. Would be the make a social post, and well, I'm not gonna tell you to make a paid ad if you don't really want to right now, but I want you to at least do a social post in Command. Try to do a social post. It can be I love K. It could be anything. I love KW or and also know that when you're doing, like, if you want to do a just listed thing, ask someone in our going, if you can see something in MLS that one of us, it doesn't have to be a just listed. It can say, it can be anything, promoting another home. It doesn't have to be your listing, but I always suggest just make sure if it's not your listing to ask the realtor. And also, of course, we want to promote each other's stuff first before we promote another home. So ask that agent, that listing agent first, if it's okay? Because some people, even like in their listing contract, don't want things on social media. And that's a seller's preference. So always ask the agent, the listing agent, can you promote their homes? So then, and that's just if you want to do that. You might just want to do a social post saying, hey, putting yourself back out there. You can design something in Canva, but I prefer this activity goes with Command, so I prefer Command. But they prefer Command for just this one activity. So then I'm not saying tonight, tomorrow, just soon when after you play with it or get some tips from it. What did I do? What did I do? Where did I go? Okay. So any recaps or ahas from tonight? Anything you're going to do? Anything you're scared to do, thinking about doing?
my recap, I guess, is a blanket statement. Make it personal. Like in your marketing and stuff like that, you want to keep from sounding like a used car salesman.
Yeah, do
You
your
wanna
value
make
prop.
everything personal, be consistent, know your demographic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your value proposition is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yes. Girl, any ahas or anything you want to say?
No, I enjoyed it. It's always enlightening in these classes. I love them. So, my thing is live social media. I don't do it a lot. So,
yeah, I don't need it. I'm definitely not going to do it now with this chipmunk face. So,
stop.
I'm not. I do it. I come off the prednisone in 3 weeks. I'll probably then give me another month. So maybe April, I'll get back online. So, but yeah. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. So remember, I said I was going to start getting my database up, and because I'm making y'all hold me accountable. So last night I sent out 10. I typed up a little message, and I sent to 10 of my people and my friends, the top 10. I just start going, not top 10, the people I know. I'm starting with people that live here first before I do out of state people.
In your phone?
And no, on my Facebook friends list.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sending out messages, the personal messenger, and it's pretty much saying, let me see, I'll read it to y'all. Y'all have time? Or y'all ready?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. And this is just something y'all might want to do. This is because, like I said, I need to get my database where it should be. And I'm just holding myself accountable. And since I've already told y'all what I did, so what I did is, you know what? I wonder would it let me show y'all on here.
Yeah, you should be able to share your screen.
Go back here. Am I on Facebook pulled up? Uh-oh. Can y'all see my page, the Facebook page.
Mhm.
Okay, so okay, so this is what I did. I said, hey there. Let me start by saying this is not a scam. As you may or may not know, I'm a realtor with Keller Williams here in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm adding and updating my database so that I can keep my friends and family updated on real estate. If you wouldn't mind, can you please send me your contact information, name, number, and email so that I can add you to my contacts or update the information that I may already have. I promise not to send too many messages, text, or call you too often. Also, one of the best ways to support me is passing along my information or giving me contact information of those you know that may be in the market to buy or sell their home. Thank you so much, Carol. And then I attached my business card to it.
Did you
And-
make that in Thumbtack?
No, I made that in Word and copied and pasted.
Oh, no, the business card one.
I forgot where I
You
made
do
it.
that
At.
with Haystack, the electronic.
Yes, that's what I did. Yeah, I did Haystack. Yeah. And so, and look, I sent that to her this morning at 11. This is one I did today, 11:56. She replied back like right after.
So you just asked them for their name,
Number, and
phone
email.
number?
I didn't ask them for their address. Let me tell you why. Because I have forewarned. I can get their address if I have their name and their phone number.
So you asked for phone number, email.
And add the phone, their full name, their email, and their phone number. Now that particular person, I already had her phone number. I just did not have her email.
Okay.
And she prefers contact with email. So she was like, yeah, and she said just email me. And when I put in contacts in my in command, it said, hey, it actually preferred way of contact. And so when I sent 10 last night before, like I was like, dang, this message is coming back through. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them reply before I went to sleep last night. I sent 20 today and I've gotten 5 back. But I sent those earlier today, so those people were busy, I'm sure.
It's funny because I tried to add a contact in the other day, and she gave me her address because she's actually looking to buy, but she currently lives in an apartment. And when you start typing it in, it automatically comes up to a drop down, and hers would not register for some reason.
I had one today that wouldn't register.
It's an apartment, but I was unable to enter her address, and I was like, "There's not a way to manually do it." So I had
one to do that today because she's not man, but forewarned says her address is in Selma, but her address is in Otagoville. Is on the cusp. It's right, really close. And so because I know someone else that knows her, I just called them and asked them if she in Selma or Otagoville to confirm. So
this one wouldn't even let you select an address. It kept Florida. The address is in Prattville, but it would not auto generate. So I was like, I guess I can't put anything in because
if you can't find it, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But that's all I have tonight.
All right, girl, it was great.
Thank you guys, and I thank you all for being our faithful few. And I don't know who teaches tomorrow morning. I think, is it Tiffany? No.
And you said they're uploading to the YouTube page, right?
Yeah.
Do it this time. I got sidetracked. I've been on that. Remember when you told me to reach out? No, that was Cherie that told me to reach out to. I think it was Sarah Little. When she hooked me up on the Tech Enabled Agent page, I just been watching all those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's such a valuable source.
But that's what I'm doing, going through the modules and stuff on there.
Yeah, she's such a valuable source. So I think tomorrow we have, what's tomorrow's date? The 28th. Yeah, Tiffany teaches open house. They're talking about open houses tomorrow. So Tiffany will be teaching that in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. So yep. So that should be a fun because me and Tiffany always do most of our open houses together.
Oh, really?
That's another thing. You don't have for me it was for safety precautions.
Yeah.
I always have someone else with you. me and Tiffany have done most of all of ours together. Like if it's my open house, I invite her to come. And what I do, the people that come in, I split them. Like if there's 8 people come in, she gets 4, I get 4 because she helped me with my open house.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's that. Any more questions, comments, concerns? All righty. See you guys tomorrow. Well, I know you'll be working, Erica. So
Yes, and we have a data meeting in the morning. So I'm just like,
so if you need anything, you know how to reach me.
oh, you know I will.
I know Gerald be peeping in on the Ignite in the morning while he's at work. So I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.